Welcome to Neuro Connections, where we connect people through stories. There is a significant lack of awareness and misinformation in the field of mental health, which has created biases and stigmas. We wish to provide authentic information and discuss real-life challenges that impact the mental health of millions of people worldwide. Please be aware that information discussed is not equivalent to medical advice. For individual consultation, please check with your local doctor. Your host, Dr. Salman Majeed, is a board-certified adult, child, and adolescent psychiatrist. He has been working in the mental health field for 15 years. He did his residency at Drexel and fellowship from Brown. He has extensive training in various types of therapy, including cognitive behavioral therapy, psychodynamic psychotherapy, and family therapy. He has published several articles and book chapters in the field of psychology. After working and teaching at Penn State Hershey Medical Center for 4 years, now he continues his passion for mental health at his own practice, Silver Lining Health and Wellness.
Hi, I'm Dr. Majeed, and at this point, coronavirus has impacted all of us in so many ways. Here, we are discussing how it is impacting mental health for so many people. We'll use the example of one of our callers and discuss how coronavirus is impacting her. Hi Sam,
Hi, Dr. Majeed. Thank you for taking my call.
thank you so much for calling. Please tell us, how is coronavirus impacting you emotionally?
I've been feeling really depressed and anxious lately. There's a lot of uncertainty with the virus right now, and I'm not exactly sure how to deal with it.
Sorry about that, and that you're experiencing this uncertainty. So help us understand more about your individual case or your individual situation.
Mhm. So I was recently laid off at work, and so I don't have that, and also that has affected my finances quite a bit, which has been rough as well. I've had to actually reach out to family members to ask for help, which makes me feel uncomfortable. I don't like asking for help. Makes me feel like a burden to others.
Sorry that you felt that way.
Yeah.
Was your family supportive?
Yeah, my family was supportive. They're willing to help, but personally, I felt just like a bother. I'm used to being independent, and so having to rely on others is new, and
Got it. So internally,
yes.
it has started significant negative feelings. And so since getting laid off from work, tell us, how are you spending your days?
Well, my nights are actually longer than my days. I'm staying up really late until about 3 or 4 in the morning. Then when I finally get to bed, I'll sleep till 1 or 2 in the afternoon. And yeah, so my sleep schedule has been off lately.
Got it. And when you wake up, what do you do?
Well, I wake up and I find myself laying in bed for a while at first, because I don't have any motivation to get up and really do anything.
Okay. So, and then eventually when you do get out of bed, then what do you do?
I kind of just lay around. I turn on Netflix right away. It's kind of just like background noise now. I used to like it a lot. I used to love watching my shows. It's a highlight of my day. Now I don't find any enjoyment in it.
Are you getting to be able to leave the house, maybe go on a walk or go to park?
I haven't been leaving the house much. Like I said, I just don't feel motivated. I don't have energy, and it's just been hard lately.
Thank you, Sam, for sharing with us and talking with us about that. And let me start with the challenges that you're dealing with are significant and painful. And at these times of crisis or challenges, we have to rely on others at times, and that is okay. It is okay to seek help. And actually, I would encourage you, particularly if these feelings do not go away with as we talk about things or the things that you do, definitely reach out to your local providers as well. So one thing that I would like to start with is dividing the things into two parts. That there is a lot that concerns us, and let's think of it like a circle, a big circle, everything in that concerns or affects us. But we might not have control over everything. So let's draw an inner circle where we might have some control or influence over. And these are the things about which we are able to do something. And this model basically comes from Stephen R. Covey, the author of 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's also in the AA prayer, serenity prayer, that God grant me serenity to accept things that I cannot change, and courage to change things that I can, and wisdom to know the difference. So basically we divide things into where do we have control or what can we change. And in your situation, let's start with the isolation and loneliness, because you said you've been feeling trapped.
Yes.
So are you able to connect with friends or family?
I've been using more social medias like Instagram, but for connecting, FaceTime would be better.
Right. So after how does your time, how do you feel after spending more time on Instagram?
I think I feel worse.
Okay. So you're not alone in that. Actually, these things on social media or Instagram, they basically highlight reel of other people. So nobody's going to post ordinary or regular life things. So the only things that get posted are something special, or somebody did something or accomplished something after maybe a long time of work. But we compare our ordinary day to day with their highlight reel. So that definitely would set us more back. But in comparison, if we connect, while we cannot meet in person as much, but maybe if we connect through FaceTime or Skype or other means, you might be able to connect with your friends or family more closely.
Okay, I'll try that.
Great. So that is an example of something in your circle of influence. The other things about your day-to-day routine are sleep-wake reversal that unfortunately has been a common theme for many people. But remember, we have inner body clock, or technical term for that is circadian rhythm, and body regulates several hormonal releases and brain chemical releases through that body clock, and that is in sync with the daylight and nighttime, day and night schedule.
Oh, okay.
So if we are staying up till early morning and then most of the sunlight we are spending in the bed, our brain is not actually getting that sync of
Oh,
circadian rhythm.
okay, I see.
So that would be something, maybe that would be something in your circle of influence.
Yeah, I could try getting on a better sleeping schedule again.
Excellent. So, and another thing, as you get more daytime wakefulness, one key thing that you mentioned, you're not feeling the motivation to get out of the bed when you wake up, that actually could cause more depression. So you definitely want to get out of the bed right away.
Okay, good to know.
And even if you're not feeling like it, just do it.
Okay.
So it's basically acting outside in. So when we're feeling like doing something and do it, that's inside out approach, but outside in is doing something that you feel is the right thing to do, and you will feel better towards the end anyway. And if you could also add some, maybe if going out or on a walk or exercise, do you think that is possible?
Yes, I think a nature walk would be really nice and do a bit of good for me.
Excellent. So that would be a great thing to do at these points, and hopefully even if you're not feeling like it, you getting out of the home, it would get you out of that feeling trapped, and also stop or break that chain of overthinking or those loops of thoughts that with more depression and anxiety could keep on going.
Okay.
And remember, this is temporary, we'll get through this, and I want you to know that there is definitely a lot of hope, and it is okay to seek help. So also, if at any point you feel that by doing these strategies or implementing them does not work in itself, of course, seek professional help as well.
Okay, I'll give it a try. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. You take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you, guys, for listening and watching. So hopefully at this time of social distancing and isolation, we could all use some more connection and coming together. So one important thing for happiness and wellness is social connection. And if you're feeling lonely, of course, reach out. But if you're not, there are other family or members or friends, reach out to them and talk to them. Even if it is not a long phone call, talk to them for a few minutes. If somebody is not nice to you, then of course you could cut it short. But just because several years ago we didn't have that connection, you might be able to reestablish. Or at least you could just check in that you were just checking in how they're doing. And remember to maintain your day and night sleep schedule because of your body clock rhythm. And remember that this is temporary. There is always hope and there is always help. If you have to get help, it is okay. It's okay to feel vulnerable. And seeking help actually helps us get out of situations better. Thank you for joining us today. We hope that you join us regularly as we start this venture, and we would actually love to hear from you that what would be the kinds of things or topics that you would like us to talk about. And maybe one day we might talk on the phone as well. So please subscribe, and if you feel this content would be helpful for others, please share with at least one friend or family member. Be kind to yourself. Remember, there is always hope. There is always help. Thank you.